Yeah, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Brian Maples back with just a quick update. So right now it's probably like 11. Let's make quarter after 11. Um, yeah, I've been really waking up late lately. Just the last month or so because I've been up doing things at night, and I tend to get a lot more work done at night because it's not busy. I'm not being bothered by my kids, but I mean I'll be up late, like till 3 in the morning plus sometimes, and I just don't want to be like that. I'm not much of a morning person. I usually would want to wake up at like 9:30, 10. Um, that's pretty good for me. So today I woke up at 10, which is early, believe it or not. But I'm doing a lot of things at night. Like all my VAs are up at night, so when I need to talk to them if there's an issue, a lot of times I do have VAs on during the day, but I usually have to talk to some of the main ones at night. Um, so yeah, that. And then if you have Facebook issues, a lot of times I deal with those at night because the ones running Facebook or doing Facebook are nighttime as well. So I live and I talk to suppliers in China. They're all up in it's daytime over there when it's night here. So for all those reasons, I'm up late. But there's also some bad reasons I'm up, like doing doing stuff I shouldn't be, like not necessarily shouldn't be, but too much of, like if I'm playing a game or something stupid, like wasting time. But you need that time to waste too, right? Like you can't just work all the time. Um, but I need to do more work and less, bullshit. But I've been doing quite a bit of that, quite a bit of work. But you do need to take a break. Another interesting thing is the one I'm partnering with. And I've talked about this in previous videos. I think he's a professional gambler, basically. Him and his friend do gambling, like that's what they do to make money. He just won a poker tournament the other night. He didn't win. He came in second. It was like $150 to get in. I think he won like 20 grand. So that's just what he does. He played a lot of heads up before in the past. That's how he used to make money. Now they do a lot of prop betting, and they're really good at it. And the problem is, like, with prop betting is that yeah, they get shut down on sites because they win so much, and then they have to move on to another site. So they run out, and then they have to get other people to basically work with in order to get bets in. So I've been doing that with them. We already got shut down on two sites already. Um, we're on a third now, which we've been on a little bit of a losing streak, which it happens. I'm confident they'll bring it back. But yeah, I think between the two sites, we ended up starting with 8 grand altogether, 4 grand on each site. Cashed out one with like 6,700, and the other was like cashed out 11. So we were up 7, 8, 9, like eight, almost like 9,000 some, I think. But now we're lost a lot of that on the newest site. But again, I mean, setbacks happen. If you're doing like 60%, which is amazing, it doesn't all just come at once. But that's part of the way we're going to fund the product, which is really cool, I think. And so yeah, just I'll probably get some bets in. I usually get bets every day. They kind of throw them at me. I put them in, and we go with that. So I get to keep a percentage of that, and help me buy a new computer or whatnot. And it's all taxed, like it's all legal in Pennsylvania, so there's nothing illegal about it. Um, so yeah, I'll just tax whatever I take from it. I put in my taxes, and just like anything else, they do the same. It's all legit. They tax it like they have accountant and everything. So very cool. Everything's kept track of, and it's just an interesting way to make a living. Playing cards and betting on props, and it wouldn't be for me. I just don't have. I know I don't have the I don't have the emotional. I know this of myself from playing games and stuff. I don't have the emotional consistency. I get bored easily. So if I'm playing poker, like I can be really good at poker, like Hold'em, but after like an hour of playing, I tend to get really bored, and then I just start doing stupid shit because I just don't want to play anymore. Um, so it can be interesting. If I'm in a really good game, I can concentrate for a long time. But I tend to I'm a good player, but I tend to lose my patience, especially if I'm playing pod games. I can do it for hours sometimes, but I just don't do it anymore. I used to play a lot of poker. Um, I mean, sports betting. I just it's a roller coaster, right? You have to be able to stay calm, and you have to be able to lose 6, 7, 8 grand, and then not blink an eye and just keep betting, And it's a rough way to live life, I think. I don't know, but if you're good at what you do and you can win at it, yeah, like you just have to get used to being able to bet that much money. It's kind of like business, you know. When I first started, thousands of dollars, a few grand was a lot to me, and it still is. I'm not saying it's not, but now I don't blink an eye if I have 50, 60 grand out there on one product in inventory. I realize that's part of what you do. So I guess my point here is as you get more into the game of business or whatever it is you do, you build up a tolerance for what level you're playing at. And the level when you're in college, right, when you don't have any money, like $500 is a level that you might not want to play at because it's scary because that might be all the money you have for the next 2 weeks, right? But when you get to the point where you're playing at higher stakes, losing $1,000, you don't really bat an eye at that. It's just part of the game. Or if I have to spend $1,000 on an attorney, it's just part of the business, right? So you'll get more used to risk. You'll become basically what I just said. You used to risk. You'll be more risk averse. At first, it's tough to let go of that fear, but once you get into business and you start spending the money and you realize it's all for the long term investment, you'll start getting more comfortable with risk. And at first, it's hard to overcome that. So I think the biggest thing for people, just make sure that you give yourself a little leeway and understand that it takes time to build up that that attitude to have risk inherent in what you do, because let's face it, you could fail and you could lose it, and that's okay. You just get back up, pull yourself back up, go out and make as much as you can again, and hopefully you recover most of it from your product anyway, and just do it again. Just like gambling, if you're going to gamble, but I don't recommend that for a living, unless you're good at it, right? And they are. So it's really interesting just the way he makes money and the way his buddy makes money. If I would have picked anybody to do that, it would have been him. I mean, that's just the way he's always kind of been. My dad was very much a gambler, and like I understand the mentality. It's just my dad wasn't a winner at gambling. He did it for entertainment. They thought you can't win at this, but I've been proven wrong that they can win at that. So that's interesting. But they get shut down on all these sites. So if I'm shut down on DraftKings, I'm shut down on MGM. The highest I can bet is like $16 on a game. It's like ridiculous, which is kind of stupid because you think if you win a few grand, like they wouldn't care. I mean, because you could lose it just as fast, right? So I don't know. They must recognize the bets being put in are like from sharps or pros. I don't know, but they tend to shut you down way too fast. I guess they don't want to lose more and they don't want to be down 20 grand. I don't know, but yeah, the action, they don't take much action to shut you down, unfortunately. And I've been shut down on Bovada. I've been shut down on DK. I've been shut down on MGM. I think we're on FanDuel now, and we've lost. We've probably given them like 8 grand, 7 grand. I don't even know. But I mean, like I said, it takes time. I'm not worried about it. It's not my money anyway, so I'm not truly worried about that. But hopefully we can get enough money to kind of put together a nice product. And I'll continue looking, continue to hopefully find something good. If you guys have any suggestions about like what you might want to see, what categories you might want me to search, I tend to stay away from electronics. I tend to stay away from anything that can break easily. Not that you can't do those, and it's actually a reason to get into that because other people won't. But there's just a lot of issues, and you have to get certifications for that. Even baby products, I try to avoid because you have to have certifications. In toys, a lot of times you have to have safety regulations and safety certifications for. So that's changed quite a bit, so I try to stay away from that as well. If it's a basic toy, probably not, but you just have to make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. There's a lot to it, and a lot of stuff you can be gated in, which I can get ungated by an ungating service, or you can do it yourself. I know multiple people that can do ungating. I have used Funnel Guru before for basic stuff. He's very fast. It is a little pricey, but he works, and he's totally legit. Like what I mean by that is he'll get you ungated. If he says he will, he'll give you your money back. I know another guy can get you ungated in like high-end brands, but you can do it yourself too. You just have to know which suppliers to use. I just saw a video the other day that said you could use Kohl's to ungate yourself in like Nike and stuff, which I didn't realize you could use Kohl's. That was an interesting video. But yeah, so it's always worth a try. You buy 10 items and send them in. Watch his video. I'm not sure what the guy's name was, but he's on YouTube. Like I said, I never realized you could use cools. That's interesting. But there's a lot of, I've used like, I can't remember all the names of them, but I've used some for like beauty and stuff. Like I've known about these since I started Amazon. I watched YouTube videos on them, but I never knew how to do like the big brands. You have to know the right suppliers for those. And I don't. I don't know the right suppliers for a lot of those. So, anyway, I'm gonna try to do another video today and show you guys some more on product research. I'm gonna just kind of do the product research and then maybe show you the few products that I find, and just go from there. Just keep plugging away. So if you guys have any questions, any concerns, I also would like to do is I'm gonna do another update on One Dime. We did just launch. We're about to launch 2 out of the 3 products. And so I'm going to give an update there as well. Hope you guys have a blessed day. I will see you later, and I look forward to making another video tonight.